Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to upgrade or install a radio on a 2007 Hyundai Santa Fe. I did a previous video where I installed this Android unit, but now it's more than a few years old, so I'll be upgrading that to a Kenwood DMX 706S. So if you've done this before, I'll show you in this video how to do that. So let me reset the camera so I can show you exactly how we need to start removing this radio here. And then how to wire up your new one. Okay, first thing I want to do is this model here has this little compartment up here. When I'm removing this, there's two Phillips screws, one on each side here, so we'll remove those. Then just lift from the top here and then slide it forward, and that's how that comes out. So set it aside. Next, with a panel removing tool, we need to get to the very corner here because we need to remove this entire trim piece, including the ashtray, to gain access to the radio. So first you're going to go to the very corner here, try to do this, and in the very corner, try to get your panel removing tool in there, either at the top or the bottom. It's a little bit harder first, especially that corner. There you go. Once you pop that little corner, you can work your way down. So put your panel removal tool there along with your hand, and then just work each one out. Careful not to bend or pull too hard. There he goes. Okay, let me shoot down here. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around here. Now the other thing you will need to do before continuing is on the key switch here for you to turn your vehicle on. We need another Phillips screw at the bottom there. It's visible, you're able to see it. We need to remove that one. Get to it. Okay, once you remove that, you're gonna grab the panel here and just pull it forward. Okay. Okay, once you got that done, you're gonna continue removing your trim piece here. The reason is there's a lip here that will catch there, so now we're going to let release. So keep doing that, nice and easy. Remember you have your ashtray there, so I'm not going to get in the way. I'm going to do that. Once you got that done, there's a little connector here that you need to remove. And that's how you remove this entire piece. There's your ashtray, there's the connector. There's going to be two of them. You want the outer ones. Here and here. So remove those two. Now we've got those two. All we're going to do is grab this one here, and it'll be the same thing for the factory radio when you first do it. Just grab it and pull forward, just like that. Oh, and before I forget to mention, before doing any of this, make sure you unplug your battery. I already done mine. Main reason is you're working on electronics. Two, you have an airbag display here, so if you unplug that, chances are you're gonna get the light, the airbag light, to come on your dash. You don't want that, so make sure you unplug your battery. I've already done that, like I said. But anyways, now you got the radio, you're gonna be pulling it out. When you pull your factory, all you're gonna be pulling out is the dash kit itself, which looks like that. So that's what you'll be pulling out when you first do it. It's going to be just that. The radio itself is going to stay in there. So when you first do it that way, okay, so it's going to, but this one's different. This is a whole built-in unit. So I'm going to grab that and slide it out. So this is going to be a little bit different, like I said, because it's a completely built unit. So we're going to unplug the clock / airbag display here. And then at the bottom here, we're going to have the front and rear defrosters as well as your hazard switch. So unplug those and get the bottom of those ones there. Once you unplug those, move the radio forward. Again, I'm going to start unplugging all the connections here. When you first do yours, you're going to have two connectors, which I'll show you here, which are these two over here. Mine, because I have this one already installed, it's a little bit different. It has a few more connections. But anyways, I'm going to unplug everything here, and then I'll show you what it looks like when you're taking it out. Okay, I've got the old unit out. Of course, I had a few more wires on it because of the backup camera, and then GPS puck, microphone, all that kind of stuff. Always, all you will need to do is the three plugs, again, for your defrosters and your hazard lights at the bottom, the top one for your clock / airbag, and your antenna. So you're going to be doing steering wheel controls. I'm going to show you something here. I'll show you more of that when I'm doing the harness prepping and whatnot. Well, the two plugs here, the two connectors. There's this one here, and there's this one with this blue end on it. This is the one you need for your steering wheel controls if you'll be installing some. So looking at it exactly like this, you need pins 11 and 12. So pin 11 is on the right, pin 12 is on the left. So pin 11 here is the one that will get the signal from your steering wheel controls for your new radio. Pin 12 is the one you need to ground. So as you can see here on the back side of that, I already cut that wire, and I ran this other one here, and I've grounded to this metal bracket right there. And then I'll show you inside when I'm doing the harness prep again, how you can allocate a wire here, so you don't have to do the same thing. You need to cut it here. You can actually just do wire it straight to your new adapter harness. Okay, now that we got the radio out of the car, we'll come and put everything else here together. So there's the unit I will be installing. That's the Kenwood DMX706S. I'll post the link to that one if you want to check it out, but that's what I'll be installing. Other than that, we have our dash kit. Post this as well. This is for double or single DIN, so you can use it for both. Adapter harnesses. There's the harness for the new radio, and a couple other ones here. One's for parking, and the one's for the backup camera if you need to do that. I'll also post the link to the instructions for the steering wheel controls. I'm probably going to get mine pre-wired for it. I'm not sure if I want to get one or not, but if I do decide to get that adapter for it, I can just quickly go in, plug it in, and not have to redo my harness. So I'll post the link to that as well. Otherwise, I'll package the dash kit, and then I'll show you how to mount it to your new deck, whether it's going to be single or doubled in. Here's our deck. It comes with a cage, of course, and that little trim piece here. I won't be using the cage. I'll just be using what's in the dash kit here. So let's open that up. So this pocket here is if you're installing a single DIN, which of course I won't be. So inside is your screws. I'll set this to the side since I don't need it. Set that over there. There's the instructions for it. It's pretty much simple to do, but if you want to read those. And then this one here is the actual front side of the kit. So it's the front piece here. So your brackets are going to be labeled left and right. Keep in mind that when you're looking at it, so if you're facing the radio like this way, of course this is your right and that's your left. So when you're looking at the brackets, that's how you have to look at it. So that's the front plate. Now the bracket itself is going to go like so, facing your way. Remember that the one that mounts more inwards is the one at the top. The one that's facing more towards the front of the vehicle or towards you, it'll be the one at the bottom here. We've got the radio mounted to the dash kit. So as you saw there, you gonna have them both sitting there upside down, and then slide your new deck on. Gonna just hold it in place, put your screws on. What I did notice with this one was when I first mounted, I had a, not a big gap, but it was a bigger gap at the top than at the bottom. At the bottom sat nice and flush. So I did the screws, I loosened them up just enough, and I moved it up a bit. Now it's kind of sitting evenly, pretty much evenly all around. But that's what you got to do with for your dash kit. Again, you can see how the brackets sit here. This one sits more to the back, that one sits more to the front. That's how you want to do it. Now we'll be getting our radio harnesses ready. So this one here is the harness for the new radio. So you have all these wires here. So we'll start with these ones here, all these colored ones. You're gonna have a set of purples, you're gonna have a set of grays, set of whites, and a set of greens. These are your speaker wires. All you're going to do is color match each set to the adapter harnesses, and I'll show you this one afterwards. But anyways, you have all these ones. If you haven't done this before, the solid colors are going to be your positives. So your solid purple, white, gray, and green. Those are your positives. All the ones with the black tracer or the black line, I'm not sure if you can see it there, those are your negatives. So for your speakers, all you're going to do is color match all these ones, and then on one of the connectors for this Hyundai, which is this one here, it has all your speaker wires. So all you're going to do is again color match all your greens to your greens, purple to your purples, whites and grays. Make sure you have solids to solids and stripes to stripes. Those are your speaker wires. That's the one connector here. The other connector of the Hyundai is this one. This one's gonna have your black, your yellow, one of your oranges, one of two, and the red. So the red is your switched power source, yellow is your constant 12 volt, black is your ground. The orange white, that's going to be your illumination. If you have the orange black, ignore that one. Okay, you're going to do exact same thing for the rest of the wires. So on the radio or the new radio harness, yellow to yellow, black to black, orange to orange here, and red to red. And that's all you need to do. We've got the radio harness here all ready to go. You can see it's all cleaned up. We got easy access to those two, to the power here, and then the steering wheel control connection, as well as the wire coming from the radio for steering controls as well. So now that we got all done, we got the radio on the dash kit there. So now let's move back to the vehicle, and we'll start putting things in. Okay, now that I've done the USB, I'm going to start plugging things in. So first, one thing I forgot was the arc switch. So if you want to be able to watch videos while the vehicle is moving, Kenwood's all you need to do is the one labeled park switch, which is this one here. All you need to do is ground it. So find metal behind the radio there, and you'll be able to watch videos. Again, I don't recommend you doing that, but if that's something you want to do, you can definitely do that. So I won't be using that for this one. And then of course I'm plugging in my reverse. So I know that's my input there for it to go into reverse mode when I put the vehicle in reverse, of course. So there's that one. Then camera, where's my camera? Camera input here. Where's my reverse rear cam? Don't go in there. My antenna, which that one is sitting over here. there's my AM FM antenna. This one does not need any adapters or anything like that. You can stay out of the way. There's my camera, microphone. That's the one I need. There's my microphone connector. Then my mic is going to go. Where's my mic? Audio in, mic. It's on the far right side. Just plug my mic. I'm not going to be doing amplifiers or anything like that, so I don't need any of the RCAs. So that's fine there, that's fine. Now I just need the main radio harness. And we have the two connectors, and they only go into one. One thing I forgot to mention was when you're removing these ones from the original radio, you're going to see this little blue piece here. That's typically pushed in like that. So for you to remove it, you can't push down on the top to remove it. So what you gotta do is by hand slide that back like so. Then you can push down to release the clips. Now let's test out to see what it sounds like. I have my my Samsung connected to it, so it's through Bluetooth right now. Yeah, it sounds pretty good actually. I really like the way it sounds. So there's one with the screens there. You can scroll over and you can see that. They'll show you the what you're playing here. Let's say for example now it's on Bluetooth. It shows you the name of the song and whatnot. Obviously no album artwork. You can scroll over, you can see that visualize it there. And you can scroll over to the far right to do, see pictures and whatnot if you load them up. It tells you there, Bluetooth of course, and of course on there. Yeah, so that's what sounds really good and everything. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, that's how you install a double DIN into a 2007 Hyundai Santa Fe. I'll post the link to that unit there if you're interested in that one. I'll post the link for the harnesses that I used and everything else. I'll post the links to the other videos for this vehicle here if you want to see the camera or the Android radio install. Otherwise, that's everything you need to do. Any comments, questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.